Put simply, music is sound over time. That's it. There are no rules. Music can be anything. It can make you joyful, elated, emotional, or even sad or angry. It's a powerful means of expression. And the real beauty is that there's no one way to experience a piece of music. As a performer, I value the feeling of being on stage, sharing something new with people, seeing the audience respond, and having incredible discussions afterwards. As a concert goer, I enjoy being in a room amidst others who are all there to share a moment together. I love to let the rest of my day, my worries, my stresses, dissolve away while we all focus on the now. The single recording that first inspired me to play the bass clarinet was Evan Ziporyn's album, This Is Not a Clarinet. I was a conservatory student at the time, and I was used to hearing mostly orchestral music, so this album simply blew me away. I was definitely like, this is not a clarinet. The album uses so many techniques I hadn't even heard before, things I didn't even know existed. Slap tonguing, singing while playing, buzzing, growling sounds, and squeaks that were good. I was intrigued, but I had absolutely no idea what was going on. How was he making these sounds? I became obsessed. But apart from the new sound world, this album was sharing something visceral and personal, and I loved how raw it was. After that, I became extremely interested in new music. I wanted to know how to do these sounds myself, but I also wanted to have the sensation of telling a story through my performances. One of the first techniques I tackled was the slap tongue. It was so unique. I had to learn how to do it. I locked myself in my room for months and practiced only on my mouthpiece. I watched what felt like the entire Deep Space Nine series while clicking away at my reed to develop as much control over the technique as I could. I love developing my sound palette, and I'm always experimenting with new ways of expression. And that's what motivates me every day. To be honest, my first concert on the bass clarinet was terrifying. I was in college and I did not know what I was doing. My reed was dry. I thought that I was going to make this huge squeak and just squeak the whole concert. But it went well, and I kept at it. During college, I was still learning and developing my sound on the bass clarinet, and I got more comfortable every time I performed. And I made sure that I did many, many concerts, especially on the bass clarinet, because I was so interested in it. And so I just kept at it. My favorite thing about being a musician is that I get to travel all over the world to perform, meet new people, and work with so many different composers. To me, it's hard to pick the best moments of my career. I've played in some incredible and packed concert halls, but I also treasure playing in small spaces for tiny, appreciative audiences. The reason I'm a musician is to communicate and share with people, and I try to do that every day. My advice to young bass clarinetists out there: don't stop playing the regular clarinet. In order for me to maintain the sound that I want out of the bass clarinet, I still do all the long tones and the warm-up exercises on the regular clarinet. Everything that I do on the bass clarinet, even the extended techniques, all stem from my classical training. For me, this is just the approach that I have for everything that I do. And then practice your bass clarinet. Practice it a lot. Learn new techniques. Get experimental. You'd be surprised how much you can learn about voicing and tone from multiphonics and partial exercises. Even learning to slap tongue taught me that I can do anything if I put in the time. So, there's so much that you can do on the bass clarinet, so have fun with it. That's my advice.